Thanks for joining me today. The main goal for this video is to discuss a little bit capacity limitations that we have when we use Power Virtual Agents. So, as you know, as you probably heard before, Dataverse is used to store and collect data which is used by virtual agents. And let's start with the following. First of all, if you remember, Power Virtual Agents has the following pricing. So that's about $1,000 US. That's a standard Power Virtual Agents plan. And also then you can buy some sessions add-ons. The default Power Virtual Agent license includes 2,000 sessions, and there are some throttling limits, etc. That's a standard license, but if you remember, you can use Power Virtual Agents with some of the licenses for free if you use them in your teams. Well, it's not 100% free. It's kind of covered by your plan. But if you have teams already, right, and your plan includes, basically, if you have the ability to add Power Virtual Agent in teams, then you can utilize it without buying this license, the standard license. There is a difference, though, for teams and the Dataverse. The differences are the following. There is this official Microsoft document you can look through. It's Data Platform Compare. Here we see, some features difference. But what I wanted to draw your attention to is this part right here. It's about environment lifecycle. So environments, right? When we go to Power Apps Center, right, we can create one environment per team, right? And what it means in one environment per tenant, sorry, not per team, per tenant, right? And this environment will store all information related to Power Virtual Agents. If we use Dataverse, we can have unlimited environments, meaning it's much more. And here we have the maximum size limitations for teams. So if your database when you use Power Virtual Agents in teams exceeds 2 gigabytes, you will not be able to use it anymore, right? And of course, if you have the standard license with a standard Dataverse, then you can, of course, have much more capacity here. There is an upgrade available, so that's the thing to remember when you start using it. Let me touch base briefly. For those of you who are not familiar with Dataverse, let's have a quick, definition what it is. There is also official Microsoft document here for its data platform and data platform intro. If you go here, and basically Dataverse, what is it, right? When we talk about Power Platform, we have a combination of different services here, right? Like Power BI, Power Virtual Agents. And of course, this data, it's has to be stored somewhere. So basically, we can treat this Dataverse as a data store where you can bring different types of data together, and it makes much easier to collect and analyze and work with this data. So for more details, you can review this article, right? It's a Power Apps and Data Platform intro. But for now, let's treat it as a data store that have different tables in it. It's not exactly like a database, but we can treat it for now like that, right? So it has different tables and columns. Previously it was called Common Data Service, but now it's Dataverse. So that's something that we should keep in mind when we work with Power Virtual Agents. So that's the first part, right? To understand what's Dataverse. And then the second part would be to know the limitations. When we use Power Virtual Agents in Teams, then we have these limitations, right? We have one environment per tenant, and we have 2 gigabytes capacity at maximum. When we purchase a standard license, it means that we pay a little bit more. Then we come across some other limitations that should be taken into consideration, right? The database capacity is increased to 10 gigabytes. That's the standard capacity here. And what's included here basically are entities and data. So everything, when you go to Power Virtual Agents portal, you see different entities there. And of course, the data which relates to this entity, all this is stored in a database, right? Then we have a file capacity, which is by default, this is a standard, so 20 gigabytes. And of course, these numbers that I have here on the screen can be updated a little bit. This is just on the time of recording, right? When it changes, probably the numbers will change a little bit. So anyway, we have file capacity, which is used for attachments to notes and emails. And normally this is 20 gigabytes. And the log capacity. Log capacity is normally used for different system data changes and audit. So basically for audit purposes, if you have to keep this track of what has been changed, then this log capacity is used. Of course, maybe for some organization these numbers are not enough, but it makes us be a little bit more sufficient in life cycle management and how we do things. So that's the main goal for this video, just to remember about file capacity, database capacity, and log capacity when you create Power Virtual Agents. So thanks for watching, have a great day, and bye-bye.